Okay, game 2, Judy somewhere behind the scaffolding. Well, that's a pretty good shot to start with. I'm pretty sure Owen won't attack this. Oh, no, it looks like he might be. No, just a positional shot. Hasn't quite got far enough to run the hoop. Judy will play another one in here. And she's come up short as well. Which leaves red open to blue. And I'm not standing there thinking, but he's really got to attack red. Red can easily run the hoop to advantage at hoop 2. So. Had a go at knocking that away. He's not the hardest hitter going around, which didn't hurt him in the first game, but normally in conditions like this, if you can't hit, if you don't hit particularly hard, your ball can blow offline. Just getting in raincoats again. I think Judy's managed to get into her raincoat. Oops, sorry about that. No ball is in a good position right now. Owen might think about getting rid of yellow, but he's got no backswing, so angled runner. And if Judy's worried about blues in off, she needs to move blue or red or block. I don't think blue could get a off. Potentially it could. I think Owen can still see it, so we'll soon know. Well, blues moved right over to the east boundary. Red should be able to just get itself. Not sure why we'd be looking at it's red to play. So I'm wondering then. Judy not willing to just putting red in front for the jump shot, so getting rid of black, and she's done that pretty well, keeping good control of red. Black to the boundary. I'd been quite keen to get much closer to the hoop. Because it's pretty much cannon fodder for red at the moment, it's in there. Although yellow's come deep now. But I would have wanted my black much closer to the hoop, or having a hoop shot, or clearing red. But I think he'll just be rolling this one in. And given the windy conditions, having two balls closer to the hoop than your opposition is a pretty good place to be. Judy will clear the black, sorry, the red. And that's a pretty good effort. I feel like Judy has to get a good start here just to erase the memories of that first game. Looks like Owen's looking for a spot to bring black back into. Might have overhit this one a little bit, I think. Yeah. Shot by Judy, so she's off and running here in the second game, winning the first two. That's a pretty good ball in there from excuse me, no cough button. Well, that's actually probably a reasonable outcome, depending on how black plays it. Highly unlikely Judy will attack anything here. I'd say she's going to try and get in nice and tight to the hoop. Both of these players are generally conservative and won't do any big attacking until it's absolutely necessary. Got a reasonable distance between blue and red just to be able to put red where he wants it. Probably wide, using yellow to protect the black. And he may be pretty good on that there, I think. He certainly maximised the distance down into that corner. And I think Judy can try and read her face there. I don't think Judy can see the black. So she's going to blow this one back in. So black has another choice of run the hoop or try and hit yellow into a wide position using the red this time to protect the blue. And that's going to be pretty close again. And he's just slowly working himself into having the easiest hoop shot he can have. I'm not sure how Judy's looking. Oh, she's attacking something, so perhaps you can see blue just on that north side of the red. Well, everything but the one she wanted. So Owen should quite... Maybe he's just checking which ball was to play. Owen should quite easily just dribble this one through. Yeah. So Judy might have an obstacle with yellow in her way there. Should be able to get through the gap, I think. And that's made pretty good position, which is something she didn't do very well in the first game. And so if she can keep making position, she should be able to make a good contest of this. So again, we see the ultra-conservative tactics here from Owen, electing to play a ball in against the ball, which is pretty well positioned, leaving himself with the longer clearance with blue. Yellow's coming in even tighter to the hoop. So, presumably Owen will now attack red. Yeah, it's just lining it up. Yeah, that's his big shot, and he's missed that one. So I don't think we saw any of those shots in the first game. You didn't need to. Judy didn't make very good position in the first game, so he didn't need to attack from long range. So Judy forcing him to attack a bit more here, and she's earned herself a pretty reasonable hoop shot. Yeah. She threw that down to a couple of yards short of halfway. She could have probably put a little bit more on that one, but maintaining her lead here at 2-1. Red's in a good position in terms of black has to choose a side. Should choose the skinny side of the court or the east side of the court, which it has. And that's as good a spot as I think he could get into from that position with red in his way. Judy will try and get some tight, although I think she's lost it onto the east a little bit. Yeah. Massive gust of wind there. Making the scaffolding move. And maybe he was trying to protect the black, and maybe he's got it. I don't think so. Judy has to, well, I was going to say Judy has to attack something here. And it looks like she's going to some sort of go at the hoop. Maybe she couldn't see black. And again, that's an example of both of these players. So I'll only go with the big. It's a pretty not a bad shot there. They'll only go with a big attacking shot as a last resort. It's not part of the standard tactic. only we cannot put this red down into a wide position on the south boundary. And I reckon that is going to be spot on. Sorry for the camera over there, but I don't think Judy's got much of anything there. Well, it's certainly not through to the scoring side, but it may hinder the Blacks' efforts here. Especially with the yellow hovering in the background to jump. So that's left Owen. I think he's grinning away there with looking for a referee, I think. I think he doesn't have the ball's marked. I think he might be going for a half jump shot. Not sure. But just so you know, it's the fashion in Australia for referees to wear one sock and one non-sock. At this point, whether he's going to try a half jump shot or a mini stun shot just to get red out of the jaws and leave black in the jaws, which would then probably prompt a jump from yellow, depending on the results of everything. Tell if that red is on the leg from this angle. Certainly not on the leg of the right upright as we look at it, but could be on the left upright as we look at it. Well, I'm not sure how many. I'm going to count how many markers we've got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 markers. Might be 10 markers anyway. Here we go. Yeah, it's going to the mini jump. Oh. Look clean to me, and it is, and we're going to pick up the markers here. 1, 2, 3. This will be the new sport counting markers. Who uses the most? 4, 5, 6, 7. There's at least 8 markers there. But that shot has effectively done what a little stun shot would have done, removing red from the jaws and putting black in the jaws, prompting Judy to have to jump with yellow. Judy's not the most confident doesn't have the most confident jump shot, but this is in her range. It looked high enough, but she might have got enough on that. Enough vibration on the leg just to move that black onto an awkward angle. I think it's still runnable, but awkward. Owen will clear the yellow here, just right of centre as he looks at it. Get that blue drifting across. Yep, and that's a pretty good shot. So he's well in control of this one now. So Judy can try and, well, she's got a few options. You could clear blue, but I don't like that too much. I think that looks like it can run the leg. I think she's got to go through the back. She doesn't think it can run, so she's hiding from blue. But I think this can run, and I think even if it's in the jaws, yellow still has quite a task in getting rid of the blue into a spot where it can't get rid of red, or it doesn't knock black through the hoop. So I think with red she would have been much better placed to try and run through the back of the hoop, clearing black and hopefully sticking in an awkward spot somewhere. So here we go, here come the markers. There should be less markers this time. It's 2. I think there's a good argument here to be made for just getting your mobile phone out and taking a picture of it. 4. Yep. I don't think he's even trying to run this. I think he's just going into the jaws further anyway. So there's really no need for too much fuss with the marking, of course. Okay. Judy now has to move the blue because blue can easily put black through. Unless she's willing to concede this hoop, which I don't think she is. Oh, well. I'm not sure what that shot is. Trying to make things awkward maybe, but the chances of that succeeding at doing anything is very small. And again, we see the mentality of not wishing to attack until attack is absolutely necessary. And that's basically gifted the hoop. I mean, she was in an awkward position anyway, but... So it's 2-all. Judy can keep her streak of getting her first ball into a good position here. She'll be happy, yes, and there it is. So that's a very good red ball, especially with blue way over on this east boundary. So Owen may be tempted now to actually attack with something. And that's just another dribble into position. He may even have, no, I don't even know if blue can. Blue's on a very awkward angle. And yellow is coming in tight, probably blocking black on the hoop, so even if blue does hit the red, black I don't think can run the hoop. Yeah, and so this is the half-paced attack, and it's got the black. I feel like Judy needs to get a good runner through one of these north-south facing hoops just to give herself a good chance of getting 2 in a row and putting a bit of a gap between them. Well, she's hit that one hard enough to do it, and it's moved into a pretty good defensive position. It's about 3 yards from hoop 6. And Owen playing down the opposite side of the hoop to the red. Pretty much parallel. just drifted, and I think it has, between black and the hoop. So it's decision time for Judy here. With her red, does she attack blue or does she attack black? If you don't like your hoop shot with the yellow, then attacking blue is probably what you want, which is what I think she's doing. Just lost control of her red a little bit there. This now allows Owen to get rid of yellow. Leaving black between red and the hoop. It isn't quite though, but so yellow's going to play back in, blue will play in, and then red will try and will attempt to get rid of the black. It all depends on whether yellow's in a good scoring position. Has that come far enough? Oh, I don't think so. So blue will come in. And really needed to be in a more positive position, I think, blue than that, and I'm sure he was trying to push it a bit further across. So Judy will be attacking the hoop, maybe off the yellow. Go her own end off, pushing yellow across to the next hoop. Oh, so close to, would have been a great shot if it come off. It's good to see a bold shot being tried. And Owen has splashed that one across the face of goal. I think the blue is very awkward in terms of hoop running. It's way more acute than 45 degrees. So yellow can play back in, it's just finding a spot that is good. And I think it has to be deep, 4 or 5 yards, 4 yards deep. And that one's not even hitting a scoring position. Which means blue will now go to... Blue's really got to protect itself from the yellow here, so it needs to be... Because black's coming a long way away, and yellow's going to be and red will be in front of the hoop. Okay, so this will just come back in. Potentially trying to be between yellow and the blue. Which not quite, I don't think. I think it's two balls short of protecting the blue, and so Judy's going to attack the blue. And often that's the case when you don't use your attacking shot very often. When you do go to use it, it's not fresh. You're out of rhythm. So often it's important to find a good balance where you're using all of the shots in your armoury on a regular basis. So when it is important, that's all warmed up and ready to go. So just coming back in and hoping black misses now. Blue can see it, so Owen's effectively got a free shot at the hoop here. And he doesn't miss too many of these. Hopefully I didn't put the commentator's curse on him here. But he'll just dribble this through by a few yards. There you go. Nice shot. Red, I think, needed to be a bit more proactive than that. Just effectively waiting for a miss from that far out, dead in front. He's not really trying to take the game on. So we're 3 each. And now Judy has been she's put her last 3 first up balls into the perfect position. Now has the most difficult of positional shots. Through the chaos at hoop 6. And she's got another pretty good ball from there. That one's set quite nicely. It's a little bit angled, but it's good enough. So she continues to play it nice in, effectively hold serve, play a good service shot and make things awkward for Owen. But I still feel she needs to get 2 in a row to take the pressure off herself a little bit. And that's a great shot from Owen. So, can Blue run the hoop? That's the question here. Hang on, I'm just going to move the camera sort of somewhere less in the water. Can Blue run the hoop? I'd say yes, but very difficult. It looks more than 45. Yellow's coming, but not good. So I think Owen will be very keen on the jaws. No, he's going to stop. He's going to look at the jaws here. No, too difficult. Don't want to give it enough. He can go one up here if he can get the right control of the hoop. So it is, as I'm sure you can tell, it's really raining now. Luckily the rain's just dropping straight down. There are gusts of wind, but luckily we're not super cold and super wet. Oops, sorry. Okay, so red's going to go east, you would assume. That's it. Make its job on black as difficult as she can. Judy may be indicating that he's got a bit of a wire there, I think. So she's going to be looking at the hoop. And again, given the cruciality, if that's the word of this hoop, I would have been much keener to get red very close to the hoop, preferably maybe jaws and there we go, great shot by Owen. And he's taken the lead 4-3. Okay, that red's nice and tight to the hoop. It's a little bit angled, and I think it does give black a very big target when it's black's turn. The only thing Owen has to watch out for here is blocking himself, which he hasn't done. And Judy bringing the red in, but black now has a big target. I think black has most of the hoop and yellow all together. It's a soft shot at it. He likes to look at it. It's drifted off though. I think that's washed out to Owen's right as he's played it. And now Judy here with a really critical point of the game. She's coming in a bit of an angle to this. And it's quite angled. I would have been. I think it was runnable. I think that was runnable, and I think it was runnable into Blue's line to the next hoop. And now it's cannon fodder. Oh no, she wired it nicely. Here we go. Not through to score. Blue is not on the scoring side. So if it's not on the scoring side, oh, sorry Judy. It's not on the scoring side. I think red onto yellow. Where is Owen? There he is. Okay, I don't think they're touching. I think Judy's plan is to just slice the blue through where it can't get red. Well, she's gone for distance, and I think it can get red. But black's not in a great position to run the hoop, so worth the risk. Oh, well, there we go. Owen's back in control of this hoop. And Judy, I think, black's controlling this hoop, and Judy's going to look at this for a while, but she's going to just realise that this needs to go, this needs to be a hoop shot. Anything less than the draws here and this note is pointless. And she's had a go, and that's what she had to do. I'm not sure if he's got that wire or not. I think, I can't tell at all, but I feel like red can see a small proportion of black. So if red can see black, blue needs to attack yellow. Or red, which is done. Oh, and you might have cut that into, no, not quite into a wide position. shot by Judy. Seen a ball. Owen will check the angle of yellow. It's most certainly a jaws. It's on that 40. It's right on the 45, and it's runnable, jawsable, missable. And you might just want to tap it a little bit further past. Just want to tap it a bit off the 45 or sit behind it. So it's a reasonable position not to get knocked away because yellow would have no backswing. So I think that's going to force yellow into the jaw if she has no backswing here. So she has no backswing. Referee coming out just to watch any contact on black. And it's highly unlikely Judy is going to be able to get this yellow through the hoop with the handed backswing. This is more likely going to sit in the jaws or hit the near leg from Judy's perspective and bounce harmlessly across the face. You can't tell the ground there. It looks like there's some old hoop holes just to the east of that hoop. So there's bound to be some mound there from previous hoops being filled. Here we go. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3. Maybe we're going for the record for Marcus. Okay, here we go. Judy just trying to work out how she's going to hold her mallet here. She's going to be hitting down over the top of the black. So she's going to want that shorter. Yeah, she's going to want to get down and choke down on the handle. And just, this is just going to be a nudge into the jaws and splashed across the face. So this now makes the hoop fairly 50-50. Red's in a good position to clear black. Black's in no position for blue to worry about trying to protect it. Blue needs to be conscious of yellow's position, which has inadvertently happened by hitting the leg and may be protected. But Judy's still going to feel that black getting in the jaws if possible, and she's going to knock that away. Okay. Now with yellow protecting the hoop so well, black will probably go at least 3 yards deep. It's gone maybe 1.5 yards deep, but on an angle, meaning that it's difficult for yellow to maintain a good scoring position attacking the black. And if Judy hits the blue away with yellow, it's going to go over towards red and leave red very vulnerable. So black is still the option to take. And try and centre ball, centre right. Just so she's got centre right, but just a bit too right. So she's lost her yellow, just got the court, probably 5 yards more than she wanted. Which now means blue will sit in yellow's line to the hoop, and red most likely will try and centre ball the blue away. Well, he's left yellow open. Which probably doesn't matter too much. Judy will probably still be pretty keen on knocking blue away. No, she's playing in. And she might have got a wire. She might be protecting the hoop there. There's a bit of... Yeah, I think that's protecting the hoop. Will Owen try and move that red? Looks like he is. Yeah, he's got enough pace on it. And he has. Alright, so he's left it to yellows to make the decision. Hoop or blue. Score 4-3. Down 1 game to love. And a best of 3. You don't want to be 2 hoops down. And she's gone almost perfectly between the 2 possible targets. I'm assuming that was blue she was aiming for. And this to give Owen a very strong position in the match. And there we go. So Owen now up 5-3. And 1 game. So Judy desperately needs a good position here at 9. The positional, first up positional shots have been good in this game, and that's no exception. It's not perfect, but it's a hoop runner. Owen's got a hampered black here, so this will be into position. That's nicely in position. He's got access to hoop 10. If red does run the hoop, he can jump from that position. He can only get knocked to the south boundary. The only thing it's vulnerable to is the old snuggle or so that yellow has become awkward. That yellow is probably right in a fit position for Judy, and it's yellow's in an awkward scoring position. So it's going to be difficult for Judy if they're still there. Maybe even more difficult if Owen manages to clear the red, which he looks like he's doing, attempting, and he's got a good shot. Okay, well that's meant that Judy doesn't have to deal with her foot position around the yellow, but now means that she has to get rid of this black. And she really needs to do this, maintaining some control of red. She's done pretty well there, although has left black with a chance of a hoop. But she needed to keep control of her red there because yellow's likely to be in the jaws and black's likely to be in a jumping position if Owen doesn't try and run the hoop right now. And just, well, it's made it much more awkward now. He's just got the edge of yellow and pushed it into an even more awkward runner. In fact, a highly unlikely runner now, and a very difficult jaws, given that big brown patch there. Although that might curve it in. But even the jaws here is difficult. Oh, and she's got a runner in there, which is probably not what she wanted. But better than not having it. So 5-4. Judy just holding on to this match right now. Just needs to keep the pressure on as much as she can and hope that she finds some errors from Owen, who's played pretty well in the conditions. So you need to get this in tight, between blue and the hoop, nice and tight to the hoop. You want to be on that same angle as blue, so that blue can't easily, and it's just not gone far enough. And that's an easy one to knock away. Especially with yellow stuck in an awkward position down this end. So So Owen just needs a nice hoop running with black, and he's pushed it too far. So that's a let off for Judy. Big let off for Judy here. Got a good option, good opportunity here just to keep pressure on. Hopefully that's a pretty good shot out there. She's dug it out pretty well. So it's a 50-50 hoop right now. If black was in front of the hoop, it was all strength went to blue and black. So Owen's got to take on a very difficult 5-yard angled jaws, and he's stuck on the leg, and it's rolled into the middle. And when your luck's on, your luck is on. And now Judy is in big trouble, and this is why you need that red up nice and tight on that line to the hoop. Even if it's not a perfect block of the hoop, it's in a position where you can jump. Because now if she hits yellow behind the hoop, black can easily cover yellow coming through. So really this needs to be a jump with red, because black can cover that very easily. Or simply concede. Because black's only got to move a couple of balls to the east to protect them. I think she might still be able to see that. It's hard to know. She looked positive for that. It's hard to say. Owen's just looking at red. No, that's going to be offside. 6-4. Owen will penalise the red. Yeah, it's offside. Okay, so red's been punished over onto the west boundary. 6-4 down. Still a winnable game here for Judy. If she can keep getting her balls into position in front of the hoop. Gets 2 in a row, and all the pressure comes round to 13. She's still got a chance. And this one looks short, and that's the first one she's really failed on. And I suspect Owen will go deep down into that dark patch behind the hoop. Although he hasn't been playing that deep yet. He's just got the edge, just staying on the east side of the hoop there. It looks like it's 4 yards deep. Yellow coming back in, we'll try and get a block on that to the hoop. And that's not too bad. I don't think it's necessarily protected the hoop, but it's in a good spot. Blue will just play in. Probably trying to protect the line to the black. Red to the hoop. Looks like he's attacking yellow. Well, I didn't expect that. It hasn't been the norm for Owen. I feel like Judy is going to just slide this in. That's what her normal standard of play is. But she really wanted to be between the hoop and the black. And so this is the win the tournament for Owen. Oops. It looks like he's aiming up red though. Oh, and that's a great shot. It's just, black's just drifted past, leaving a nice dead zone for Judy to play her yellow into. It was such a perfect shot by Owen there that I think if it had been at the hoop, it probably would have gone through and the tournament would be over. He's now left. And I think black can see that. I think black can see it. Oh, blue's not far enough. Blue is not far enough. Okay, this is Judy's big chance. She needs to get this hoop, stay alive. And that's come out the east side. We're not into a scoring position, so black, blue and blue and red I just don't understand. Both are just bad shots. Black has got a little bit of yellow. Sorry, I'm losing my camera. And that's getting too close to blue. It's just way too close to blue. Blue's going to stun that away and drift to the distance away from red, which yellow should have been from blue. And Judy now has the same awkward decision. Clear the blue or slide in front. And she's going to slide in front. She's certainly protecting the hoop from the blue, but again, black has a shot much more difficult than previously. It's longer. Big target though, so I think he'll attack something, probably the red, but a miss on the right from his perspective is good. And he's got the red. And that's a pretty good result. That means that Judy attacking blue here. Yellow is most likely to split and allow blue just to play back into position with nothing around it. And whilst yellow has held position well, it's now vulnerable to black. So blue will play into position with the plan of hitting yellow somewhere deep into corner 2. Which may prompt Judy. I mean, blue wasn't perfect, but you can't see it through Owen, but it is a runner, and Judy knows that yellow's vulnerable, so she has to attack now. She's got to move the blue. And she's got it, and reasonably well. So that was great awareness from Judy to realise that she needed to attack at that point, and she's done it pretty well. Okay, here's another opportunity for Judy to slide a yellow in tight to the hoop. There is a spot there where she can protect the hoop from both blue and black. Will be quite tight to the hoop, but anything in front, just like that, is pretty good right now. Leaving blue to decide on placement, attacking red or attacking yellow. The placement would be between black and red. Which I think is what he's doing. Oh no, he's attacking yellow. Here we go. And that's a pretty good effort. Didn't peel it, which was the biggest no-no he could have done there. Well, she's removed the hoop shot danger, but has lost her black quite a long way, which means black needs to be far enough away from yellow that if yellow attacks black, it's going to drift away. Or wide, which it may well be. And that may push Judy down into that dark patch of grass behind the hoop. I think she can see it, so she's going to try and get one in the middle again. Just needs to keep control of her yellow here. Keep it within that sort of 7-yard circle. Yep, and she's done that. Yellow is still within 7 yards of the hoop. Owen will push this out to the opposite side of the hoop from yellow. Just a little bit. Pretty much straight across the court from yellow, so that yellow's got very little angle to hit it down the line. Red's come back in and is okay there. It's not exactly where she wanted it, but it's okay. Black will go back in. Probably trying to get a wire. Probably trying to protect the blue and has failed. And so here's an opportunity for Judy. You've got to look at these shots as opportunities. Got red in the scoring position. It's not perfect, but it's there. Got to get rid of the blue. Take your chances with the red if it's still there. There we go. She's got some collateral damage here, some friendly fire. But again, she's taken care of the scoring shot, and the more shots she forces Owen into playing right now, the better her chances are. As the rain starts coming down again. Nothing's a huge... Red and yellow aren't huge hoop threats right now, so just rolling blue back in and on the similar line to them, much closer to the hoop, making it a very awkward clearance and hold. Black can run the hoop, and that's what Judy's going to take care of now. But again, must maintain her red in the area. Yep, and that's okay. Red hasn't gone more than 7 yards away, so she's still got some element of control in terms of coming back with her red. But black's just going to slot back and in front, and I'm not sure that yellow can clear the blue and maintain a scoring position. So Owen is strong at this hoop, and right now very strong for the tournament. So yellow may not now be able to see what does Judy look like there. Let's have a look. I think she can see the blue. Maybe. Oops, sorry. Maybe. If she can't see the blue, she's got to get black onto blue. This is the whole tournament rests here. You can see the sponsors in the background there. Provided prize money. So you can see the hoop but not blue, I think. So Owen will be... He's quite good at dribbling these through, and you think the jaws is probably the option when they dribble through. This for the tournament. There it is. There we go, congratulations to Owen, it's a great win for him. Adding to his men's national title earlier in the year. And well played to Judy, great tournament.